Hi all, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another tutorial. And in today's video I'm doing collaboration with Earthmanbrick and we're going to be scratch building, or in my case kit bashing, a SUMPKROC for Necromunda. Now mine is composed out of a lot of parts I still had laying about. Some parts of the Stormcast Eternals, some parts of the Dark Elf Hydra, and yeah, basically some other parts, but you will see that in the video. And I would suggest go check out Earthmanbrick's SUMPKROC. It is awesome. The link is in the description down below. Have a look, give the guy a like, and subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. He does some very cool stuff. And if you haven't subscribed to mine, be sure to do that as well. But now without further ado, let's go to the crafting table and let's do this! Come on! Hello my friends and welcome back to another Necromunda build. Now the parts I've used for this build is Astrea Soulbright sprue from the Mortal Realms magazine, some leftovers from the Hydra sprue of the Dark Elves, and spare parts from Chaotic Beast from Warcry. Now the main body is from the Soulbright mount. So I'm gonna... These membranes will be placed behind the neck, and this head of the Hydra will serve as the SUMPKROC head. Now, and these small parts here, as you see, will be for the paws and everything. Well, just use whatever components you have, but first I'm going to remove everything from the sprue, and as I said, the smaller parts will serve as the legs of the crocodile, or SUMPKROC, and this membrane can be used. Now I built my Hydra like this, so the leftovers are from the sprue, and they would fit well for my SUMPKROC. Now this will go on the back of the Soulbright mount, and this will fit nicely for a crocodile's head. Now first gonna remove the mount from the sprue and then glue it together, of course. Start with the body using plastic glue or super glue if you want, whichever you prefer. I know my buddy Mad Dog Minis would prefer to make this with super glue, so but I'm using plastic glue for this one. Sorry mate. Now first attach this together. Now I'm gonna clip off the saddle and the clots of the beast. I'm gonna cover that up with milliput later, so first snip that off. Just be warned, I have another really structured way on how I was building this. I basically just went along and glued on pieces and slapped on pieces that I liked. I did kind of resemble or based my crocodile on the one of Resident Evil, both from the series, which I really didn't like all that much, and the other one from the game. Yeah, just going along as I see fit here. Now all the gaps will be filled with milliput later and blended with the figure, so, and I'm also gonna widen the tail to make it match better. Now I'm gonna clip off the curled part of the nose. We'll cover that up with milliput later as well, once we have the head attached together. As you can see here, I will put some milliput on there as well. Now I'm gonna saw off the head with my hobby saw. Goes really easy. And I'm gonna glue the Chaotic Beast membrane on its neck, like so. Kind of looks like a miniature version of the Dilophosaurus. Now I'm gonna saw the neck in half, and I will use part of this as an extension to the tail, which I will also fill in later on with some more milliput. Now the tail kept falling off, so I did add it on a couple of times. Now I'm gonna glue on the head like this. Does not look like much now, but stick with me, alright? You've seen the picture, so, but yeah, just make the crocodile as you see fit, of course. Now I'm gonna clip off the front legs at the knee first. And I've glued together, assembled those other parts of the Hydra, which I will attach with both plastic glue and a bit of milliput. Now I'm also adding milliput here to cover up the gaps. And I'm gonna stipple in a little bit of scaling, not much yet. Doing the same here. It's kind of hard to explain what I'm doing, as I didn't even know what I was doing while I was doing it. But yeah, everybody has their own way to make this, I guess. Just do whatever feels natural. Because nobody probably have the same parts anyway, but still, I'm just showing how I made my SUMPKROC. Now if you check out Earthmanbrick SUMPKROC, he really did a great job on his. Mine is just pieces of leftover spruce slapped together and added some milliput to make it look cool. But I also wanted this beast to be used in other games as well. Now here you can see that I filled the gaps and stippling in some more scales. Now I'm gonna use this chaotic beast head for the bottom jaw of my crocodile, and I'm gonna set it aside for now. Fits nice at the bottom, like so. Don't worry, it will look cool once it's attached. Now I'm gonna glow on the feet, and I will fill it in later with milliput. Really wanted that mutated look for my crocodile, and I did accomplish that. I'll set it to dry, wait till it's dry a little bit. Now I'm gonna wrap the ends of the tail with milliput and I'm gonna blend it all together. I'm wetting my fingers as I go along. Here you can see I added milliput to fill the gaps at the feet and also covered all the parts of the crocodile's side, so it covers up the cloth that was still hanging on there. I'm gonna scratch in some lines and details to its side and also in its tail. Like so. Now let it all dry. Next I'm gonna clip off the back legs and attach the back feet with super glue and some milliput. First plastic glue, and then I'm gonna fill it up with milliput and then using some super glue as well, because it kept falling off like this. It's not built for that. Now once that is done, I'm attaching it to its base using plastic glue, which actually managed to attach and stick on quite nicely. But I did decide to reinforce it with some super glue. Letting it all dry. Now I'm gonna add some milliput to the top of the sides and sculpt some scales into it. And then with a knife I'm gonna carve in those jaggedy edges, those ridgy edges that the crocodiles have. So I'm taking my knife and cutting at a diagonal way like this, and I'm gonna do the same for the other side as well. Carving the lines a little bit till the end. Do the same for the other side, and I'm adding a little bit of milliput to the ribs, and I'm taking the top of a ballpoint pen and I'm simply pressing in some scale patterns. Doesn't have to be neat or precise, but just add some scales this way. And do the same for the other side as well, of course. And again, the tail fell off, but I did it again and did the exact same thing for the tail. I really had a lot of issue with the tail, but in the end I managed. Now the beast looks like this, and it's time to prime it up and paint it up. Now naturally, however you want to paint your croc, yeah, that's your choice of course, but here is how I did mine. So I gave it an overbrush with Rackard flesh, the entire model. Then the belly and the inner legs got a coat of Averland Sunset, like so. Also the bottom of the tail, and the top then got a Sons of Horus green for the upper parts, like this. Now to pick up all the bone parts and the teeth, I've used a raid bone in this case. Also from the tail. Now I'm using a Sick Green by Vallejo to highlight with a bit of a dry brush, a thick, very over dry brush actually. Like so. Now some more yellow, but I put that in between the membrane, and now I'm gonna drown the entire model with Agrax Earthshade. But as I said, paint it whichever way you want, guys. Once you've covered the entire crocodile, let it dry. And once it's dry, I paint the inner mouth with Mephiston red, the eyes as well, then highlight the scales and paint the base with a gray color, and then wash that gray color with a nuln oil and dry brush it with some light gray or some white. Again, it's a very simple basic paint job. Here you can see me do everything I just told you. Also painting some red on the inner side of the membrane, highlighting the scales a little bit. Just, yeah, feel free to paint it however you guys prefer. Also dry brushing here with some white, the stones. And here is my finished beast. Looks cool. I'm happy with it. Some more images. Yeah, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. So thank you all for watching and all your support, guys, and I really appreciate all of you. There will be a lot more horror-based tutorials coming, and also battle reports. Actually have one planned for next week, as I'm trying to for October I'm going the horror route. All right, so thank you all for sticking with me and your patience, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to check out Earthmanbrick's video on his Sumpcrok. It is awesome. All right, thanks for watching everybody and all your support, and I will see you on the next run. All right guys, bye for now. Bye.